Hey, butterflies. So, I was sitting here pulling cards, and first of all, let me just say congratulations, okay? To whoever this resonates with, honey bun, you did the damn thing, okay? So, what I got was you began to listen to your intuition and you spoke some sort of truth that brought forth a huge win for you. And you're going through some sort of major transformation. This is a different type of evolution, is what I'm hearing, like an advancement, an awakening is what I'm hearing. You know, this is something very different, something you've never done before. This is allowing you to transmute your pain into power in a way that you've never done before. You are alchemizing this energy in such a beautiful way, and Spirit is so proud of you. It's like you're going through some sort of transformation. You're beginning to listen to your intuition, and you're seeing that it's time for you to move on from something, or you already have. I feel like this may have something to do with a family situation or a relationship or something that brought you some sort of stability with the house being in the background. But you see how this person is walking away. They have their book, they have their little familiar with them. The sun is shining, but it's shining when they're walking away. They're leaving behind all things that were familiar and old and walking into something that is new. So I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. You're walking into a new path. You're walking into your power, especially with power being here. You know what I'm saying? You could be a Leo. You could resonate with the lion. Lions could be significant for you. But I feel like you're walking straight into your power, and now you're walking into this fertility energy. You are able to manifest anything that you desire. Like, seriously, you're starting to discover new parts about yourself as you go through this transformation. You got transformation here twice. So it's like you're starting to see these new parts of yourself. You're starting to love these different parts of yourself and explore different parts of yourself. Here with adventure, I feel like you listen to your intuition about moving on from something and going on an adventure after a period of not listening to your intuition, because this intuition came up in reverse. You got intuition here twice. But I feel like you may have gone through a space where you were kind of up and down, a little bit confused, and now you have like something that's so clear. It's like your vision is so clear. You're no longer cloudy. You're no longer confused about what it is that you need to do and how you need to move forward. And if you're not there yet, this is what's coming. And Spirit is saying they are so proud of you, baby. This is going to help you gain your confidence, or you eventually gained your confidence from speaking your truth. You found your confidence through speaking your truth, especially with communication being here. You know what I'm saying? So you got the throat chakra, and then you have the communication card. I feel like this is you learning to speak up for yourself, learning to stand in what it is that you know, even if you don't have like physical proof of something, is what I'm hearing. Like maybe you just intuitively know that some shit was strange, or you intuitively know that it was something that was just not right about a situation, and you listen to your intuition and allowed it to guide you. There could be something that's significant about you starting to work out again and allowing yourself to ground more. So maybe if you have not reached this stage yet, I feel like Spirit is saying that the more that you get active, the more you allow yourself to go outside and put your feet in the grass, hug a tree, you know what I'm saying? Like get out in nature and spend time with nature. The more that you allow yourself to tap in with the natural cycles of life is also something that I'm getting, especially with fall coming around. I feel like the fall time is the perfect time of the year for you to see how beautiful it is to let things go that are no longer serving you. You know what I'm saying? And to go through a transformation. I love the fall time, not just because I'm a Libra. Hey, Libra gang, but because it's such a transformative period of our lives. You know what I'm saying? Even in nature, like nature even allows the things that are no longer serving it to die away, and then it goes into a period of hermit, which is during the winter, and then it allows for things to spring up again, you know, and sprout during the springtime. So it's super beautiful. I feel like you're going through this transformative journey, and that something about nature is very close to you. Like you may really love being out in nature, or this is just something that you need to start doing more. Here you have 5-5, so there's definitely some transformation that's going on here. You have 1-3-3, so this right here is a 7, and then you have the 7 here with triumph. So 7s could be significant. You could be a life path 7, you could be a life path 5, you could be seeing the number 133 or variations of that, 313 or something like that. But yes, I feel like you allowing yourself to speak your truth is leading you straight into some sort of triumphant energy. You are triumphing, and you're winning over these things that were trying to hold you back, whatever that may have been, however that looks for you. But you are triumphing over that, and you are finding your power. 7, 8. This is, you're walking straight into it. You know, it's a count up. You could be seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock as well. But yes, there's some sort of prosperity that's coming in because you decided to stand in your power and step into your power and speak your truth. There is some sort of abundance that is coming in here. You have prosperity and abundance here. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Spirit is saying that there are some beautiful, beautiful things that are coming into your life because you decided to listen to your intuition and move on from what was no longer serving you. But let's tap a little bit deeper into this and see what Spirit has to say, okay? All right, so I'm going to pull some angel messages because it was just getting so good, and I just felt like, I was like, I need to record this because somebody needs to see this. You know, I was just shuffling, and Spirit was like, no, we don't want you to go live tonight. We just want you to do a video because somebody's going to need to see this. And you may not see it as soon as I post it. I'm hearing like maybe either 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 weeks to 2 years. This is going to resonate with someone, you know. So let's get into it and see. What's the message, Spirit? You have violet flame. Surrender and release the past. You have faced darkness head on, and now you are moving into a state of love. All the previous traumas, dramas, and limitations are being cleared from your energy. Stay focused on knowing that you wouldn't be who you are today if you hadn't surmounted the challenges you have experienced. In order to heal fully, let your love reach where it has never reached before. Activation, I am purified by the violet flame. Yes, okay. So that definitely resonates, especially with it falling on top of the moving on card. I feel like you are releasing things that are no longer serving you, and you're moving on, honey. And I feel like Spirit is saying that it's so important for you to remember that your past is not who you are, but it has shaped you into who you are. So carrying around the burdens of the past is not serving you, but allowing your pain to be your driving force. Like I said, you're transforming, you're transmuting this pain into power. You know, and I feel like that's the one thing that Spirit is wanting for you to remember, is that your past is not who you are. Your past is not your present. It is just what has shaped you to become who you are. And you allowing yourself to release the baggage and the burdens of the past is exactly what's leading you into this transformation, this fertile energy, this prosperity and abundance, this powerful energy. This is such a beautiful reading. I haven't done a reading this beautiful in, I don't know, ever, I don't think. Okay, it says, Raguel, detach yourself from drama. You're being encouraged to take the highest road possible now. Angels are reminding you that you were born to guide and heal, and this won't be possible if you allow your judgment to be clouded by the energies of ego. Remember that whenever there is a dramatic event unfolding, you have a choice whether to engage with it or not. Activation. Thank you, Raguel, for helping me discern the truth without being attached to drama. Exactly. That's something else that I was feeling here as well with the wisdom card, especially with him walking away. I feel like you had to walk away from things that were causing a lot of drama in your life, and that were causing a lot of disarray is what I'm feeling in your life. And you had to let go of the things that were not serving you. Even if this is family members, you had to walk away from family. You had to let that family go because, you know, they weren't bringing you anything fulfilling. It was just a lot of drama, a lot of trauma, a lot of bullshit is what I'm getting, especially here with the throat chakra. Maybe you were projected upon. They said things that hindered the way that you view yourself, and at some point you decided to say, you know what, this does not have to be what I agree with. This does not have to be what I am in alignment with. This does not have to be something that I allow to define who I am. With the wisdom card here, you took one last look back, and you walked away. That's exactly what I'm feeling in this card. It's like you're seeing that your guiding light does not come from the things of the past, but it comes from the things that you have accumulated within from the lessons that you learned in the past. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that is exactly what is pushing you towards this transformation. No matter what this is, it's literally empowering you to become a better person. And maybe at one point it did not. Maybe at one point you were allowing it to hinder you. You were allowing it to keep you stuck and bound and burdened. I heard barren. Like maybe you were in a space where you felt like nothing was manifesting for you, nothing was coming into fruition for you. But Spirit is saying the moment that you decided to listen to your intuition and let go, all of the beautiful things began to flow into your life. And like I said, if you're not here yet, that is exactly what's going to come in once you decide to listen to your intuition and allow things to flow into your life and move on and let go of the baggage of the past. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep going. Oh, this is so beautiful. I love it. It says, Earth Mother, you know how to evolve. Yes! Come through, Spirit. This is something you know needs your time. There is something you know needs your time and attention. Something you know needs your action. Something you know is going to help you grow and evolve. Today you are being invited to take the steps you know you need to take to move out of a stuck state and into a state of growth. This isn't a lifetime to fall into old patterns. It's a lifetime to create new ones. Activation. I take the soul-led steps I need to take in order to grow. Yes, like I just said, that's pretty much everything I just said. You allowing yourself to listen to your intuition and move forward and not allow the things of the past to hold you back anymore, right? So let's see. One more. Our Spirit is saying that you know that there's something that you need to move on from. And the moment that you allow yourself to move on and release the past, and this doesn't necessarily have to be something physical. Like I said, it could be the way that you view yourself. It could be feelings. It could be thoughts. It could be the way that you speak to yourself. It could be so many things, but there's something that you need to take a look at. I feel like there's a need for you to journal. Or if you have been journaling and you have old journals, there's a need for you to go back and read some things that you wrote in your journal before, because I feel like you forgot something. Like you've forgotten some part of yourself. It's like Spirit is wanting for you to remember who you are. Spirit is wanting for you to remember how you process through a certain time, or how you maneuver through a certain energy at a different point in time in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something that you wrote down previously that is going to help you maneuver through this energy now so that you can release it. And then Spirit is wanting for you to share it as well. There's somebody else that's going to need help from what it is that you learned through your healing process is also what I'm getting. Let's see. Principalities. Spiritual study is essential. I just said that. Okay, you are on a path of great learning. You have already gained so much understanding from your spiritual encounters and experiences, but in order to become the teacher you were born to be, more study is required. Take the time to dive into spiritual books and texts. Study them carefully, for they are here to help you understand fully some of the processes you have experienced naturally. Activation. I am willing to learn in order to teach. So maybe there's some sort of spiritual book that you're needing to read. I feel like if you ask Spirit to guide you there, then Spirit will guide you there. And it may not even be a spiritual book. It may be a book that's like scientific, or it could even be something that's like fantasy. But there's an answer to one of your questions that's going to help you evolve and heal through this space in your life. So ask for Spirit to reveal it to you, what it is that you're needing to see, or what it is that you're needing to read in order for you to move forward and like process through whatever this is that you're needing to let go of. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I want to get any tarot. I don't think that I necessarily need the tarot. I feel like this is pretty straightforward. Let's see. I'm going to pull some of the African Gods Oracle, and that's what we'll end it off with. I don't think that I need to pull any tarot in this reading. This was very beautiful, very straightforward, and just such an amazing energy, to be honest. I love it. There's something about birds. You could be hearing birds at night when you wouldn't normally hear birds chirping. I feel like there's something that you need to see. Like if say for instance, you hear birds chirping, but then you see something else that's like a sign. I feel like those birds are messengers letting you know, like, hey, there's something that you need to pay attention to, or hey, this is a time for you to listen or tap in with spirit. You know what I'm saying? Also, there's something about crows. Watch out for crows, because those are monitoring spirits. So if crows have been following you, or buzzards have been following you, watch out for that. You may need to up your protection. Okay? What's the message, spirit? Ooh, okay. One more. Okay. So we have the number 13, the number 17, and the number 25. This could be ages in which something very significant happened in your life. Trigger warning. I'm seeing something here about SA. Maybe someone was SA'd at one of these ages. Full moon with the release energy at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, but Odie says to persist while everyone else would give up is the road to success. The Osaf says fire and passion run through your veins, and I'm not really sure how to say this one, so I'm not gonna mess it up. But this is the card, and it says compassion is the path that leads to peaceful living. I feel like with all of this energy, what Spirit is saying is that for you to continue and not give up is what is going to bring forth your success. So don't stop. You know, you continue to keep going thus far, so just keep going. With fire and passion running through your veins, I feel like Spirit is saying to follow your passions. Don't allow outside influences to make you question what you feel or what you think, especially with the intuition card being here, one in reverse and one upright. So I feel like, you know, I feel like Spirit is saying that in order for you to get to the next phase in your life, you're needing to get past that point of not listening to your intuition or questioning yourself. Allow that fire, that passion that's within you to light your way. And then for you to be compassionate with yourself and with others. I feel like this is mostly for you, because I feel like you're one of those people that may have a very harsh inner voice. You talk very harshly to yourself, and it may not be something that's intentional, but it's just the way that you grew up. You know, a lot of times they say that we hear our mother's voices or our parents' voices in our heads. That's why it's so important for us to speak to our children and the youth in a way that is very loving, so that when they get older, they don't have those thoughts in their mind that are very harsh and very mean. So I feel like maybe you grew up in a household where the parents were very harsh, or they were not, you know, very nice to you. And so now that's the way that you speak to yourself. And I feel like Spirit is wanting for you to reparent yourself so that you can be more compassionate and give yourself some grace, okay? There is a card that's poking out in my Hoodoo Tarot, so I'm going to pull it out and see what it is. The Strength card. That's so crazy. Spirit is wanting for you to find your strength to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And Spirit is also saying that they are here to help you. You're not alone, but you are very strong. You have gained a lot of strength from your experiences and from the things that you have gone through. Like there's something here about you needing to recognize how powerful you are and how strong you are. It's like you're not seeing yourself in the light that you should be seeing yourself in, but I feel like you're moving out of that energy, to be honest. You're starting to see yourself in the light that you that your ancestors, that your spirit guides, and that source sees you in. And once you decide that this is who you are, that you are exactly who you think you are, is what I heard. Like, you definitely are that girl, you definitely are that guy. But once you decide to start seeing yourself in the light that Spirit sees you in, you're going to start to see so many things transform in your life. This is not just monetary as well. I feel like that's important for me to say, because there are so many other things that are going to transform in your life. You're going to start looking better. You're going to start feeling better. You're going to start eating better. You're going to just, like, everything in life is going to just begin to, I heard, fall into place for you. Like, it's just, I heard falling in love with Jesus is the best. It's the what is it? Falling in love with Jesus is the best thing I've ever done. So I feel like with that, what Spirit is saying is that not necessarily to fall in love with Jesus, because I think that sometimes we forget that Jesus is the parable to who we are. We are God's children, you know? And I feel like Spirit is saying that there's a need for you to fall in love with yourself. There's a need for you to fall in love with who you are. There's a need for you to pour into you and allow yourself to transform through this, okay? All right. Well, that's all I got for you, butterflies. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, your evening, your whenever it is that you're seeing this. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box below. And also, if you would like to get any spiritual tools, we have spiritual baths, we have protection oils, we have self-love oils, self-love teas, all the beautiful things. The link is in the description box below. I love you so much, and I'm sending you so much love, light, and healing energy. Till next time, peace.